Thank you for joining me. I'm wondering if there are things in life that mystify you. There certainly are things that mystify me. Um, how does the internet work? How do we beam things up to satellites that come back down? Whoa. But those I just have to sort of accept. They happen. So thank you to whoever discovered, developed, invented these things. I appreciate it. Um, but then there are things that sort of mystify me. And I don't know whether I'm thinking about ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. I don't know whether I believe in ghosts. I still retain an open mind about them, shall we say that. Certainly when I was very ill some years ago, in the middle of the night, I felt as if I was floating up near the ceiling. And as clear as day, I heard my mum's voice, and I felt her take my hand, lead me back down to the bed and say, "You'll be fine, Chick." Chick was the pet name that she used to use for me. And I found that so comforting that I was able to snuggle back down and get on with life and living. The core of my cottage is 300 years old, so there are always creakings and strange little sounds. At least now I've stopped getting up out of bed and coming down. Had it been somebody who had broken in, I don't quite know what I would have done or what they would have done if they saw this apparition appearing down the stairs in her night attire. I'd have either scared the pants off them or they would have just rucked up laughing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sometimes I would blame the cat, but then I'd realise now he's on the bed. So now I just accept that it's part of my home, my house. It's just settling for the night. That way I don't tune in to every little sound. And I have known people in the past who've had strange experiences. Friends lived in a very old farmhouse. They'd only just moved into it. And they came down one morning to find water overflowing from the sink in the kitchen. So they blamed each other for leaving the plug in and leaving the tap on. So when they'd mopped up and cleared up, the next night when they went to bed, together they wrapped the plug round the tap, convinced each other, well, showed each other that the taps were both off, and went to bed. Next morning, yep, the plug was in place and the water was flowing over. I will leave that story there because it gets more complicated. But there are things that can mystify us. And I've got one at present to do with this box here behind me, my television. The night before last, I'd closed up everything, made sure the fire was safe, lights off, television off, closed the sitting room door and went up to bed. And I don't necessarily sleep well, so I did watch some television in bed, and sometimes I watch television in the middle of the night. I put the news on and it's so boring it nods me off to sleep. So I came down next morning and lo and behold, the television was on. Oh, no idea what had happened. Put it off and thought, you must have forgotten to put it off last night. Anyway, this morning I came down. Yup, it was on again. And last night I had put the two boxes, the remote controls, well away from each other so that one couldn't knock the other and switch it on accidentally. I thought, well, Mishka. Oh, has he been in? No, the door was locked. He couldn't get in. Even friends suggested, are you sure it wasn't Mishka? Are you sure he's not got one of those cat channels that he comes down and watches, or maybe a bit of pussycat porn? No, I can't blame him. I, in here know that there must be a genuine reason for this happening. I've spent ages this morning going up and downstairs, switching the television on there to make sure it doesn't come on here, changing channels and doing the same. No, this one remains off and has always remained off. So why it is suddenly doing this, I don't know. If anybody's got any bright ideas, do let me know, because I am sort of about to Google and see if I can find any information on there. I will try and endeavour to switch it off at the mains here, but I think it's all connected in with Sky, so I don't think I can. Help! On that note, I will leave you and go and do a bit of research, see if I can solve this. You take care. Thank you for listening. Speak to you soon. Bye.